Hello, this is my presentation for evidence 3 of the subject contemporary world. Here's my table of information. Here's the index. We're going to be talking about globalization, trade, the digital revolution, and terrorism. Firstly, globalization. Globalization means the speed up of movements and exchanges of human beings, goods, and services, capital, technologies, or cultural practices all over the planet. One of the effects of globalization is that it promotes and increases interactions between different regions and populations around the globe. In the positive side, globalization can improve quality of life, increase access to new cultures, and spread technology and innovation. Firstly, we have the economic growth. This can drive economic growth and improve life standards. We also have cultural exchange. We also gain access to new cultures around the globe, apart from our own. And there are lower costs around our area, local area. But not only are there good aspects, but there are also bad aspects. The environmental degradation is such as increased pollution and exploitation of natural resources, economic inequality, labor exploitation. For example, some Chinese uh, Chinese mass production stores like Shein, Timo, or AliExpress. Those are just a few examples of exploitation around the globe. Threats to, to national sovereignty, loss of jobs, and increased corruption. As globalization is beneficial, it also has the other side of the coin, the one no one wants to see, but we live off of it. It has brought down the limits of what we once saw as impossible. It brought us comfort, easy access to anything and everything. But in the long run, it also made us lazy and easy to mold. We do have a lot to think. We do have a lot to thank it for. However, it also left irrefutable damage. Moving on, as humans, trade has always been in our instincts. Why would I give it out for free if I can get something in exchange? That has always been our way of thinking, and it has worked for many centuries. In the New World, however, there exists one who controls it all, the World Trade Organization, WTO. Established in 1997, it is the only international organization dealing with the global rules of trade. Its main goal is to improve the welfare of people around the world by ensuring that trade flows as smoothly, predictably, and freely as possible. Currently, it has 166 members, which include 162 UN member states, the European Union, Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan. Global rules of trade provide assurance and stability. Consumers and producers know they can enjoy secure supplies and greater choice of the finished products, components, raw materials, and services they use. Producers and exporters know foreign markets will remain open to them. This leads to a more prosperous, peaceful, and accountable economic world. Decisions in the WTO are typically taken by consensus among all members, and they are ratified by members' parliaments. The agreements provide a stable and transparent framework to help producers of goods and services, exporters, and importers conduct their businesses. One of the biggest steps for men when it came to technology was the start of the digital era. Like the Industrial Revolution, the digital revolution marks a complete shift in our society, signals a new era, and alters many aspects of our lives. Among some of the advantages of this era are the digital revolution links individuals and groups together. Never before have we been able to communicate real time with others in distant corners around the world. So this was a really big change and a really big shock for everyone. Uh, this revolution has created tools that are catalysts for sharing ideas. No longer do you need to be an executive of a wealthy business in order to share your thoughts with others on a broad scale. Using social media and common technologies, ideas can be shared and innovation can be accelerated. The digital revolution forces competitiveness and on a global scale. Prior to the revolution, stores only needed to compete with other stores in the region. A book may not have been the best book on the subject, but only needed to be the best book that the library had. As for the bad side, there's been an abuse of knowledge. People abuse this wealth of knowledge in three ways. The first is by only wishing to be acquainted by many things, the second by turning its blessings into a curse, and the third by wishing to know only for the sake of knowing. The information age allows evil to spawn and grow at an alarming rate. From the questionable to the perverted, from the dubious to the depravated, the same information can be presented to us instantly and transit the globe in moments, without allowing society time to sit back and consider the information or ideas that are offered to us. With this digital era, some other problems arose like pedophilia, grooming on the internet, and cyberbullying, which will face a problem in our society today, and have for quite some time, around 10 years approximately. Uh, this revolution breaks down many relationships and our sense of community. While we can maintain friendships in distant states and countries, it breaks down all those friendships which are not actively fostered in the digital realm. Our attention is purely on technology. Nowadays, everything has to do with improvement and stability. So much so that we stop taking a moment to appreciate that what we already have. We always want more, and that never leads to somewhere good. Most terrorist attacks during the next 20 years probably will continue to use weapons similar to those currently available, such as small arms and improvised explosive, because these are generally sufficient and accessible and reliable. However, technological advances, including AI, biotechnology, and the Internet of Things, may offer opportunities for terrorists to conduct high-profile attacks by developing new, more remote attack methods and to collaborate across borders. Terrorists will also seek weapons of mass destruction and other weapons and approaches that will allow them to conduct spectacular mass casualty attacks. For example, Islamic State of Iraq and Syria (ISIS) has already launched mustard gas attacks and uses unmanned aerial vehicles extensively, as do Iran supported Shia militants. Autonomous delivery vehicles, guided with the help of AI systems, could enable a single terrorist to strike dozens of targets in the same incident. Augmented reality environments could also enable virtual terrorist training camps, connecting experienced plotters protected by distant sanctuaries with potential operatives. So um, this was my presentation for evidence 3. I hope it was sufficient and clear. Thank you very much.